Working through the pandemic, it was really hard. There was one time we had like 101 orders within 30 minutes. The demand is just too much sometimes. The corporation definitely wanted to keep the business running, but not realizing that our lives are in jeopardy. Sadly, some of my coworkers did have corona. The corporation kept the COVID cases discreet, or even having people work while they had COVID. When somebody caught COVID, they expected us to clean the store. No PPE, without any special equipment. Working so hard for them, they should definitely look out for us. It's a $1 billion company. I had my hours cut. It was like, because of the pandemic, but to me, it did not make any sense because online orders were booming. I saw other people receive more hours. That does not make any sense to me. Why is my hours being cut? Fast food workers like me are getting their hours cut for no apparent reason and being unjustly fired, but Just Cause Law prevents that. Starting June 1st, it will protect fast food workers from being fired unfairly and having their hours cut.
All right, everyone. Both bills have been signed. Now this legislation is law.
My father been part of the union since the 80s. I did not know what a strike was. I seen him with the 32BJ scarf, 32BJ hat, the clapper. I'm like, where did you come from? He said, a strike, baby, and he starts clapping. I was like, what's a strike? And he was like, when things aren't going right at work, when your employer is treating you wrong, you have to fight for what's right. Just seeing him do that encouraged me to do this and speak for what I believe in. I feel like walking off and doing a strike was definitely important so that they received the message. Before it happened, I was really nervous. Walking to that store with a few of my coworkers, side by side, and I was like, listen, you're not obligated to do this, but if you feel like what they're doing is incorrect, come join us. They all looked at each other. 5 seconds later, you saw aprons coming off, and I'm just like, wow. We all left the store together. There were signs, and we just marched in a circle. Let our voices be heard. At that store, we're like a family. So I just want to make sure my brothers and sisters are okay. We matter, you know? We're the ones on the front line working for these corporations.
What do you want? Hazard pay! When do we want it? Now!
After the march, it really felt like a success. We received hazard pay. Certain people were able to go home and quarantine for a week or two. We fought for this. We came together. We were all happy that our voice was heard. It gives me hope for unity. I feel like we need that to have a better workplace, a better environment, a better community. You want these basic protections. You want to not be fearful of losing your job just because you have not smiled enough. I feel like if Chipotle was on the 32BJ, a lot of the things that happened during the pandemic wouldn't have happened. I feel like 32BJ would take us in, protect us, treat us like family. We have different shades, but we all bleed the same. You know, we should love each other. How Chipotle treated us was definitely unkind, but we can change that if we stick together. So we need a union.